Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Everyone's good? Ready to begin? So, we are already in the root chakra. For me, has been really fast. It's being fast. Um, and today we are related to the root chakra in the mind week of the month dedicated to Sagittarius. Um, and which is the concept of the IC. So let's begin with our topic for today, which is determination. So the topic for today is determination. So determination is related with the concept of something that has an ending. So determination has a termini. Yeah. So it means that it arrives to an end. So the concept of determination is related with the idea that you can see something ahead that has an ending. That's a limit that ends there, that terminates in the end. So this means that determination means that once I know it, once I know that end, everything that I'm going to do from this moment will be determined by that ending that I already know. And also this means that everything that I am going to live, that I'm going to experience, will be determined and conditioned by that determination that I had ahead in the future. So something important to see is that the word determination is not exactly describing the moment when you arrive to the end, but what is happening is that you are talking about the process of getting into that end. So culturally, we don't talk about the ending of the determination, but we talk about the beginning of the determination. Because what we used to say is that from now on, I am determined to do this or that. So it's like if you are saying to you, there's no other option than the one that I choose right now. So everything that I'm going to do will be determined by what I just said. So you put the determination, culturally we put the determination at the beginning than in the end. So for example, when we say I'm determined to say no to this, I don't want to do this or that, that's a determination because you are saying something that will condition everything ahead. I think this means that you saying no right now are conditioning and determining in the future all the times that something similar to what is happening now will be faced, like saying no. You are determined to say no to similar situations. So this is why in the present you have settled determination of all the goals ahead in the future. So for the universe, determination is not only a choice. Determination is a law. By law of determination, when you say something and settle the intention and the word of saying something, the universe interprets this to repeat it every time in each cycle of experimentation and existence in your reality. Okay, so that's why it's a law, because now it's determined to be like this in every cycle. So the determination of our energy, of our words, are the ones. The determination is the one that condition that we, life after life, to live the same things. We repeat the same things because of this determination. System, for example, we have many ways to call this. The system of determination is what we call patterns. The tool of the determination is what we call decree, statement. So what is the use? What is the use of determination? Well, the use is to feel safe, secure, that whatever is going to happen in the future will be similar, so you will be secure and you will feel harmonized because you now know what is going to happen. So the determination that with the time it becomes a law is what helps us to feel secure. So this is why along history, cultures and societies create determined laws, because the laws makes us feel safe. For example, we have an unconscious law that says heaven is above and earth is below. That's a determination. We have social laws that tells us what is good and what is not. And also we have universal laws that, for example, tells me as above, so below. So what is a law for a human? A law is a way to feel safe and secure. Because for sure we all will agree that there are so many laws that we don't like, but there are many other laws. Each one of us need those laws. So what is a law? A determination. For example, a determined law is like when you say, for me, this should be like this, always. This should be always like this. For example, human rights. Human rights should be always like this. And there are many other laws that we don't really are willing to accomplish them. For sure, there should be some laws that doesn't have any sense, any meaning. Like maybe they are so old that they are not related to the moment we are living. And so we decide to change the laws. So you see that if there is a law that bothers you, you can change it. We can change laws. So what is the goal of determination if a law can be changed? So the reason why the laws changed is because the laws are written by a group of people concerning the consciousness or the unconscious mind of a society. So it's a group of people, a great group of people, that there's the idea of feeling safe with that law. So that's why we create those kind of laws. laws are not made to control people. Laws are made by people to feel safe. So what would happen if the people change? If people change because of the environment changes, the people change. So they say, okay, now we don't need any more that law, so we have to change it. Yes? But what happened when the people say we don't need this law anymore, we need to change it? The system that absorbed that law says, hey, but you determined this law, and you're saying that if this is determined, then we have to repeat it. It has to keep going. A través de nuestro nivel de conciencia. So a law is not something that is imposed over us, something that we created for us according to our level of consciousness. It's not the government to blame, the system to blame, that we have changed. If we are the ones who changed, we are the ones that must propose changed in the system. We cannot blame the government because the government is just the extension of the system. The government cannot propose anything different. In history, constantly, every revolution and transformation was because of the environment changing, the context changing, the people changing, and pushing the government to do what they do. So the government is just doing what it was supposed to do according to the main laws of the past. So now let's go to understand this from the universal point of view. So remember, the universe from within creates the outside, it projects outside. So this means that it creates the negative and the positive aspects of the universe, and it starts to become a law, the law of repeating the system of positive and negative to create everything. So this system will be replicated everywhere in the universe. The internal and external, negative and positive, will be in every dimension, in every world. Everything that exists will be connected by this law. So once you have this law, then you will have the possibility to change this law, which is what we spoke yesterday about the adventure. The adventure is the one that starts to create, to manifest. And that's the thing that allows the determined pattern of duality and polarity, making it transform itself in so many different ways. Like it creates all the chemical elements, it creates all the evolution in every planet, it creates our reality in this world, the evolution in this world, everything that we have, the art, everything. So it means that is determined in the universe can also change, adapting to the new environment. So this means that each one of us has an essence within that is determined by our being, that will repeat constantly in the universe. But through the expression of the universe, we will change. We totally change constantly. We adapt to our new environments. So nothing that we believe that is determined in the universe is really determined. The only things that are determined in the universe are the 7 laws of the universe. So these laws goes all through us, creating all of us, but are these same laws the ones that helps us to exist, that allows the original of each, the originality of each one of us to exist? So picturing this transformation of the universe, what is determination really for the universe? Well, for the universe, determination is basically a guide to help you not to get lost in this reality, in the universe. So when the universe is something that is fractalizing constantly, so everything that is fractalizing in the universe takes you to different path, to distorted path. So if you haven't, if you don't know what is your fractalization, why you are fractalizing, so you are lost. You don't know where you are. So when you take these 7 laws, you see, and you see the whole, the bigger picture or the small picture. 7 laws are the same because they are determining the whole universe. So it doesn't matter where you're in the creation, that you will find out exactly what to do because they repeat constantly. So basically, 7 laws are the determinations that helps us to not get lost in the universe. So one important thing to see about this is that where can you get lost in the universe? Well, you can only get lost in your own determination, here, in your mind. Because remember that the universe doesn't exist. You cannot get lost in the universe because really you are always here and now. So that's basically what it is. So because of this, what we have to picture is our own determinations. So what are those determinations that makes us be lost? The determinations that makes us lost are our own beliefs and patterns. So the reason why you get lost in the determination of your beliefs is because they locked you into just your own point of view, so you cannot see the other points of views, the whole thing, the whole picture. So one of the main things that we have to picture about our determinations is if they are limiting us, or if they are helping us. So a determination can limit you because a determination says that it doesn't matter what happens, this will always be the same. So you are not living the possibility to change that way in which you are living. It will be repeating once and again. So you are trapped in your own system. And the good way of seeing determination is when I say, I am determined to do this. For example, myself, I am determined to finish this planetary task. So you go to the point. And the universe will remind me that I have to do that. If I wouldn't have determination, my life wouldn't have an axis. But if I would live my life through determination, so I wouldn't be able to change and transform myself. Never. So what we have to do in our lives is to know how to have determination to help us go through life, and not the determination to tell me how to live life. And something very important to remember about what I said: determination, as the laws, as government, the laws in society, they change by the context. Important thing, the concept of law is the one that makes us be in axis, to live in our axis. The concept of law. But the laws, the different laws, are the ones that must change in order to evolve. So, important thing to know that laws are not only in humans. Laws are everywhere. We have laws in nature, in the ant's nest, in the herds of animals, in trees and forests. So, laws are the order of the things. Without laws, there is chaos. So, what is order? Order is harmony. Is this? What is chaos? Is disharmony. That's chaos. What is better? The universe generates chaos in order to find order. This is why every being in the universe, when we say something chaotic, we try to bring order. It's a law of harmonics. So to put order into that, we call that law. The concept of law of determination is the concept of having something that shows us the pattern of order. So the different laws must change because they change according to the environment, according to the context. Like, for example, of course, a few very close to our time, there was a law that supported the buying and selling humans, slaves. It was like normal because the context saw that as normal. So now we changed, and now we don't have this kind of laws supporting buying people. Now there are laws against that. So we always change. And that's why we need to recognize that everything that constitutes, like the constitution, that constitute a group of people, if those people have changed, so the constitution also must change. So to close this, remember the inside here of the universe, the negative and the positive of the universe are the ones that creates the electron and the proton. So a proton and an electron, positive and negative, they will try to be together constantly, creating an atom. So they will create molecules, and they will create chemical compost, and then elements, and then the earth and planets and suns and all the reality, and then evolution, and then the organics, and then the thoughts, everything just because of that. So now the question would be, is the mind of the universe determining everything that happens and that exists, or are just microcosmos that determines the existence? Because in the microcosmos, we, the subject and the context, are the same. So it's ourselves who are determining the whole universe. So there is where we have our great responsibility. Is us from the microcosmos who shaped the macrocosmos. So just to close, because I see that the idea of the COVID and the vaccine is over there. We have to remember that what we are living in this year, the problem is not the COVID and the problem is not the vaccine. This is just the result of our irresponsibility. The key of everything that we are trying to talk about in this daily conferences is about being responsible of our own creation. So we are living this year is just the result of all the shit that we haven't been working with in the past centuries. It's our responsibility that we are living this instead of something beautiful this year. And when I say we, I say humans. We, all humanity. So now would be the responsibility of us, if we keep fighting one another, or if we start to help one another. And just the last thing that I wanted to say is that I also believe that there are some people trying to control and to do many things with our health, and of course this pharma things, business, and with the governments and all these kind of things that for sure they're happening. But one thing I would like to say is that we will not put in the same bag to all the people that works for the health of people, because the doctors and nurses and everyone they are giving their lives, trusting and doing all this work for the health. So I wouldn't laugh or doubt of their own knowledge and ability to discern what is good and what is for their patients. There are thousands of doctors, and even if some of us, we don't trust in the vaccine, there are many people that are working hardly for that, and they are not from the business. So just to close with this, I would like to say that me myself, I don't like to be vaccinated. So but it's my point of view, and anyone, of course, I'm not saying that we should not. I'm just saying it's my personal view that I wouldn't do it, but it's not my determination. So whoever wants to do it and trust the vaccine is okay, but each one is free to do what they are willing to. This had happened many times in history. We had naturalized many vaccines, and they live between us, like normal for us. So what I would say is that we live in a time with a lot of over-information. So also we have to take in account of this. And if I don't put this vaccine, it's not because of this vaccine, it's because I don't really like vaccines at all. So it's not because of this one. So that's it. Let's go to the information today. So, but the last thing, the concept of the determination of being vaccinated, like by law, like if it is, you must do it, obligatory. That's the thing that maybe could make us feel that is not good, because whatever it's obligating you to do something regarding your own health, that's weird. Vibration for today, yo. The statement for today is, I am the dimension of realization. The quote for today is the cuboctahedron. This geometrical pattern originates from the combination of the octahedron with the cube, constituting 14 faces, 6 squared and 8 triangular, with 24 edges and 12 vertices. Its potential lies in being the seed of creation being expressed. This means the union of the spermatozoid with the ovule, sperm and uterus, creating life, generating the potential of creativity. This pattern will originate the center of energetic power of the sacral chakra, the sacrum. So let's go to connect with the root. Concentrate. I set my body comfortable, focusing in my breathing. I remember myself that I am below earth, being a seed, nourishing from the mud to let their roots grow deep into the ground. As the first leaves go up in the air, searching for light. And I hear the animals of the forest accompanying my growth. As I breathe, I go higher, going through the branches and leaves of the tree of life, grabbing its roots with mine. I can reach the light of the sun coming out from the tree, watching the whole forest from above. The savannah, full with animals, extends rising. As with my hands, I accompany the growth of my flower towards the skies. As I go higher, I can see beyond. I can see everything. The coast, the ocean, the rainforest, the horizon, wider. I can see it all. And around me, the sun, the sky and the clouds enlighten me of yellow, light blue and white. I absorb the light of the skies, opening my entire flower. As I open my flower, I go through the atmosphere, reaching the space. And perceiving that the light I was searching for now shines in the surface of the earth. And I can see Africa below me. In the horizon, I can see Europe, Middle East, and Asia. As I get farther from Earth and turn around it, I can see the Americas, the Pacific Ocean, and Antarctica. As I contemplate the earth, I can see that in every spot that I can watch the color green, I see there a root in the lands and the oceans. There is a root heading within the planet, bringing the light from the outside. I am part of the roots of this world. For I am part of the realization of this world, and I am determined to be part of its transformation. kind and soft. I take this world with my hands and take all its roots towards my own root in my genitals. And I become one with this realization. In the reality of my vibration. Take a deep breath. I recognize I am the dimension of realization. I am the dimension of realization. I am the dimension of realization. I see my determination to be part of the transformation of this reality. I see. I see. I see. Softly, I begin to bring this consciousness through each part of my body by caressing, massaging, stretching, and yawning. Take a deep breath, and each one at its own time, come back here and now, opening your eyes. Thank you for being there, and remember that the task we are taking this month is to take note each day of a place that we have been and something we have learned from that place. Thank you everybody for being there, and as always, see you tomorrow at the same time. Bye.